All right, everyone, welcome to the 101 WKQX SoundLounge. Glad you could be here today. We have got a great, one of my favorite bands, and I've been following these guys for a really long time. Please welcome Biffy Clyro.
Howdy.
Hello. Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
I'm so excited to have you guys here. As I told you guys, I've been a fan for the past decade since the Puzzle album came out. And the fact that you guys are now here at 101 WKQX blows my mind. I'm very excited. So welcome.
Thank you, Walt. Thanks for having us.
I have to ask, for set up for people who aren't necessarily familiar with you guys, because you've accomplished so much in the UK and not quite as much here yet. But let's just go over some of this stuff. 7 albums so far. You've been nominated for a Brit Award. You won an NME Award for Best British Band. 1.2 million albums sold in the UK. 1.2 million. God, that's incredible, right? So you played Wembley Arena.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah.
Headline Reading and Leeds Festival. And now here in the States, you're playing, smaller places. What's that like? Because obviously in the UK,
Yeah, it's intimate would be the word.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot more intimate, but we still feel like we have one foot in the underground, that we still feel like the same band as when we started. So to come over here and play smaller shows is fantastic, and to get up close and personal with some of the fans and stuff is great. And it feels kind of like it's starting to feel like a religious experience again in these really small, intense rooms. So it's been great.
does it take you back to the early days when you were playing small clubs in Scotland?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's probably why I didn't put as much singing in the songs back in the day, because now I'm right out of breath in these small clubs. I'm like, but no, it's great. It's really good feeling. It's a good feeling.
So early days, you guys put out 3 records on Beggar's Banquet, and then things changed, and you put out the Puzzle record, and suddenly things kind of exploded for you guys. It seemed like it turned right going into that record. What do you think that was? What happened?
I'm not sure exactly. I think we just got better as a band, hopefully, and we shifted from an independent label to a major label, which kind of matched our ambitions at that point. We wanted to kind of grow bigger than just being a UK-based band, and sadly, being on the independent label, that was all we were ever going to be. So our ambitions kind of outgrew the label, and I think just the synergy of songs, the right songs coming along at the right time, and you write what you're feeling, but you're never quite sure if a song's going to be a good one or not. And I think in that period there was just a lot of good music coming out. So hopefully all ended up on that record.
Yeah, no, of course. Well, I'm glad that record happened, and let's hear some music for you right now. Biffy Clyro.
Thank you kindly. This song's called Howl. Lately it's hard to let you know that I'll never learn. I am explosive and volatile, I'm on a turn. It's time to squirm back into a wall. My cage is spelled its contents on the floor. My grave concern is I can't ignore the past. I look into the future, make it last. I'm never gonna sleep again. I get to do it all wrong. I'm never gonna sleep again. Cause lately it's hard to let you know that I'll never learn. I am explosive and volatile, I'm on a turn. So I'm gonna howl like an animal. Cause lately it's hard to let you know there's no return and there's no one to call. I picked a phone connected to the gods. My stitch is burst, but don't produce a star. Why can't I see this time what's done is done? I'm never gonna sleep again. Get to do it all wrong. Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. Songs Howl from the new album Ellipsis. Now, Simon, you helped, you wrote that with Gary Lightbody?
I did, yeah.
From Snow Patrol. How did that pairing come up?
Well, after the last album, Opposites, it was a double album. We ended up releasing a companion album as well. It was progressive mania. And so I wrote about 46 songs for the last record, but after that, I kind of felt the creative juices kind of dried up, and so me and my wife just went to Los Angeles for a few months just to relax and to write music without worrying about it being for Biffy. So I wrote some songs with a few friends, and a couple of them were just too good for me to kind of let slip away. So Gary and Johnny were kind enough to let me keep that one. I was like, I want this. I want this.
Do you think that helped inspire where you're, because you took a year off. You took 2015 off after the last record cycle to do just that, recharge the batteries and whatnot. Do you think writing a song like that during that downtime helped point you in a new direction?
I think it just reminded me to not be so tense. You know, the more records you make, and if you think you're writing good songs, it gets harder to write the next good song because you kind of scale everything against what you've already done. So I think I just built the pressure up in my mind too much. So I needed to kind of sit with some friends and just do it purely for fun, you know, and then kind of reminded myself that actually if I'm worrying about writing music, then I shouldn't be writing music because it's not conducive to doing something cool, you know.
Exactly. Did you feel any pressure going into this record? I mean, because you've had some success over the last 3 records. So was there pressure going into this one, like, we have to write something that is going to connect?
I think the pressure we feel is the opposite. We're quite obstinate people, so we always want to kind of do something that will annoy people. So the pressure is to find something new and fresh ways to annoy our fans. That's basically. But God bless them, they've stuck with us this long.
This album has got so many different, it's got a wide spectrum, very, very highs, rearranged, a beautiful song, and then you got some really heavy riffs on this record as well. Was that the thought process going in? Was that the plan?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess we see ourselves as having kind of 2 sides to the band, and we grew up listening to metal and hard rock and stuff, but you know, as you grow up, you listen to different stuff. So I think it's important for us to show the intimate side of us and the abrasive side, and you know, we kind of fill in all the gaps in between. But yeah, we're definitely a heavy rock band. That's what we do. When you come and see us live, you're in no doubt. Today we might seem like this romantic 3-piece, you know. We're here to flirt with you guys for a bit, you know. But tonight will be a whole different story.
Yeah, just wait. Tonight at the House of Blues. On this new record, you worked with a guy I know pretty well, Rich Costi, who is one of my favorite producers of all time. He's done Muse. He's done so many bands. He did the last Death Cab record. Why did you pick him? Because you had been working with Garth Richardson's for the past 3 records. Why the change? And obviously, moving things in a good direction.
I think we'd made 3 records with Garth, and you should never be too comfortable making music. So it felt like after 3 albums, we kind of got to know each other inside out, and the trust levels were too high. You know that way, when you know someone so well, you don't kind of push them quite as hard. And so it felt like doing a 4th record wouldn't have been the right thing. You know, and plus, I don't think Garth would work with us again after making a double album. I think we almost broke him, I'm afraid, and he almost broke us.
Well, it turned out very well. Want to play another song?
I'd love to.
Awesome.
This is Ace of Spades by Motorhead. And I wish. This song's called Medicine by Biffy Clyro. I was done talking, but I still couldn't sleep. I rolled up my medicine to forget me. Tried not to disappoint you, but I didn't achieve. 'Cause I have a problem, and I need to get some. I shouldn't waste my time having you around. What was up's gone down. You I don't wanna talk about it unlike you. Your victimhood, your character, it defines you. And then you rearrange, you caress it into view. You invent your problems, and then you sell them. So help me, why can't this be love? Tell me, why can't this be enough? When is high ever high enough? It's all I ever hoped for, but I shouldn't waste my time having you around. What was up's gone down. You take your route and I'll take mine. So swallow your problems. We belong to a new dawn. So swallow your problems. We belong to a new dawn. So swallow. If she asks, should I tell her? If she asks, should I let her know? We'll never be together. We'll never see each other grow. I shouldn't waste my time having you around. What was up's gone down. You take your route and I'll take mine. I was done talking, but I still couldn't sleep.
Thank you.
Awesome. So you guys spent a number of years playing with some of the best rock bands on the planet early on when you started supporting Puzzle. Like you opened for Muse, The Who, The Rolling Stones. I mean, what did you pick up from playing with these guys? Did you learn how to do a great live show?
Yeah, well, you tell me.
Well,
We think we have.
right. But I mean, you had to take something away from that.
Yeah, you know, like, as I said earlier, we grew up in the kind of punk rock scene and underground bands, and it took us a long time to kind of not feel guilty about enjoying big shows and enjoying playing big shows. And it was playing gigs with the Stones, with U2, with the Who and stuff that there's something you can pick from everyone. You know, from the Rolling Stones, it's just how much Jagger works. You know, he is, I don't know what age he is, he's 112 or something.
Right.
But he's unbelievable. He doesn't stop, you know, and he just seems like such a kind of whippet, you know, and it's really impressive. And then playing with the Foos, you know, Dave Grohl manages to make every venue feel like it's a front room and that you're, you know, kind of at a house party. And then you get Muse to make everyone feel that you're in the future, you know.
Right.
I mean, as a part of Cirque du Soleil, you know, and so we tried to kind of just take little bits from everything, and but obviously keep who we are, you know. Like we cannot pretend to be something we're not. So we're never going to quite pull off the glamour attack of Guns N' Roses, but you never know.
Well, take us back to those early days, because you started actually doing a lot of covers back in the early days.
Well, we actually, as in our very first show, we played 5 of our own songs. That was when we were like 15 years old. So I guess we've had self-belief. That's never been an issue. But over the years, in certain sessions, radio sessions and things, they'll ask you to do a cover. So over the years, we've probably done about a dozen or two.
What's your favorite cover?
I hate them all. I like our songs. No, I don't know. I can't even remember.
I think I like We Built This City by Starship.
Starship, that's a good
you
one.
got it. Can you do a little bit?
No. We did a,
I tried.
we did a really, really unrecognizably pretentious cover of Buddy Holly by Weezer. So we ended up making it 6 minutes long, and you wouldn't even recognize it. That's when we were like in our like 21. We're like, yeah, man, this is what this song needs, man. And so we did. So yeah, Google that if you've got 6 minutes to spare. You'll never get it back, but it's awesome.
Well, you flip the table on that. You guys got covered in 2010 for the UK Christmas single, which went to #1, which is a really big deal in the UK, from the guy that won X Factor that year. So how did that feel? Was that surreal? Going like, what happened?
Well, I guess we just found out that he was wanting to sing it, and after humming and hawing for a bit, humming and hawing? How Scottish a phrase is that? After pondering, pontificating for a while, we kind of, it felt like a kind of clap in the back. You know, a band like us that came from nothing, as all bands do. Everyone comes from nothing, or comes from something. But, you know, like we just kind of still live in Scotland. We still do our own thing. We don't really kind of take much interest in a lot of mainstream stuff. And for the mainstream to come to us and kind of say we want to use your song, it felt like there was a satisfaction there. It felt poetic, you know, that after kind of doing our thing for so long, that something so mainstream, so television-based would kind of want to use our song. And it was great, so we wear it as a badge of honor. Yep.
Yeah. And you can cash the checks.
Yeah, that's also nice. You can pay off that punk rock guilt.
So last time I saw you guys do an acoustic thing, there was an audience of people that brought flags and were doing soccer chants. Is that a big part of a Biffy Clyro show? I mean, the crowd just seems really engaged.
Yeah, I think it's important to us. You know, we don't. It's a fine line between coming and watching a show and being entertained, but also being a part of it. And for us, we really want everyone in the room to feel a part of the show, and you know, whether it's singing along or even leaving. You know, if you want to leave, that's part of the show. But you know, it's important. It should feel like something more than just going and watching something and being entertained. You know, if you want to do that, watch the telly for an hour. You know, we want hopefully people to feel changed when they leave the show, and because we do, you know, we try and feel like that every night. And so, you know, not every night it can happen, but you've got to try and achieve that. So yeah, it should feel special.
How about one more song?
Perfect, no problem. This is Ace of Spades. By Biffy Clyro. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, by the way, for coming down in your lunchtime. I appreciate it.
Ways to control it. When I wake in the morning, I've forgotten what it is to cope. I scratch in my eyes and it renders me visionless. Even in the dark, what I want isn't what I need. 'Cause I would never break your heart. I would only all the other working parts will stay in place.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So many good songs on this new album. It's called Ellipsis. Everybody needs to have that in their collection. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. Songs that you've done today, they sound great acoustic, and they sound great when they're plugged in, like they will tonight.
Thank you so
at
much.
Untitled Blues. Ben, I'm super impressed with your tambourine feet.
Thank you.
Um,
I was born with them.
It's amazing. Fantastic. What are the plans for the rest of the year?
Touring. I guess we spend a bit of time in the States and then we head back to Europe for festival season. Right. And then we've still got to go to, we've got a few other places to go this year, and then we'll kind of slow down towards December.
Cool.
But you know what? We love what we do, and it's great to be here today. So thanks again, everyone, for
well, you
coming.
guys are always welcome here.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to stop by. Biffy Clyro.
Now the awkward bit.